Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Steel City Knives. Right, we are going to be sort of looking after this knife here. Right, so let me tell you, there's a bit of a backstory on this knife. This is a Queen. It's a 204. A 204. I'll put the catalogue. If you don't know about this website, I'll link my video at the end of this. I stumbled across this website, but it's absolutely a fountain of knowledge for Queen collectors, and it's really good because it gives you all the old catalogue. So this is a 2007 204, and it's a limited edition. This is one of 300. Now, I had been eyeing Mike's Knives, had a load of these in. That's a UK seller. He's a really good seller. I can't speak more highly of him. He's an authorised GEC seller, the only one in the UK. He also has some absolutely phenomenal knives on there. I bought a lot of Queen knives off him in the past. He's just a really nice guy to deal with. He's had a GEC Tidio SFO, which I have, and it's one of these really good sellers that I'm really proud of that we've got. And he's keeping us all in really well-made American pocket knives. And he's a credit to the community, really. I can't speak more highly of the man. But yeah, so basically, I was umming and ahhing about getting these. I think he was retailing them at £125. So I messaged him. I said, "You got any left, Mike?" He said, "Unfortunately, I haven't, but I've got one that was stored a bit poorly, and it's got a bit of damage. I was just going to keep it as a user for myself. But I'll sell it to you if you want." And he gave it me for a very, very good reduced price. Fantastic price on it. So it was too good. Box and all, brand new, other than the damage. So let's have a look at the damage. We've got some rust spots here, all the way along the back spring, and the bolsters are pretty heavy with some rust damage there. The blades on this Queen are made out of 1095, so brilliant blade steel there, and they've got a bit on there, a little bit, but that's probably, I think that was more me than Mike, because I briefly shown this on one of my videos, and then I didn't wipe it down. So as you can see there, that's what fingerprints look like if you don't wipe down your blades, guys. You can see the almost like the fingerprint. But yeah, so what we're going to do, I've just finished doing a short. It's really rough action as well, so we are going to try and tidy this up. Now, the first stage of this, now I'm an engineer, but I don't deal with anything as nice as this. It's very industrialised. I have some industrial stuff at work, but I can't take this into work, unfortunately. So I'm going to be using just household stuff. Now, I want to tread carefully because I have a great respect for Queen. Unfortunately, these are the original Queen. They're no longer in existence, and this being sort of one of 300, and how beautiful it is, it's an absolutely brilliant knife. I'm going to take my time, so we're going to tread really carefully with this. So I thought the first thing I'd try is, I've had this for a while. So this is, let me zoom out. Oh, not zooming in, I'm an idiot. Let me zoom out a bit. Let me get my table mats out of the way. So this is a Lansky eraser block. This is how it came to me. I am a bit of a knife geek. I keep all my packaging, and I push everybody to do the same thing with their knives, because just in case you sell them, or it's just nice to have the boxes. So this is not gonna. Let's see if I can take it out of this, and we'll have a bit of a read, so you can pause and you can read it at your leisure. This is not going to focus, is it? Can you read that? I need some more light in here. But yeah, let's have a look. So basically, I bought this for my ceramics, really. Similar to sort of, your Lansky turn box. This is just something that you use to sort of clean the rods. But I'm hoping we can use it to clean some of this off. And I did a bit of a trial on it. I hope you caught some of that information. That was very sorry if you didn't. But so basically, I picked one of the bolsters and I just gave it a bit of a going over. Now, it's very time consuming doing it this way, don't get me wrong. You'll probably find something a bit more abrasive. But if you have a look at the state of the bolsters. That's how that one's come out. So there's some tough spots, but what I'm going to do, I think I'll go over this with the erasure block, and then it will highlight the really deep rust issues, and then I'll go back to the drawing board with that, and we'll find something else to get rid of them. But obviously this is going to be boring as hell, me sort of doing this, so I'll stop it now. I'll give it a good going over, and I'll show you where we're at. So I don't know whether to take a few pictures as well, because I can put them over the video. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, all right, I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, I was really impressed with that, to be honest. It's a bit of like cleaning a floor with a toothbrush. It's quite, you need a bit of elbow grease. But one thing I'm not scared of in this life is a bit of elbow grease. So it's a bit of a long-winded way to do it, but I'm very impressed with how it's come out. If you have a look at the bolsters, I should have just wiped this down briefly. And to be honest, it didn't take as long as I thought it would, to be honest. But let's just give it a bit of a wipe down, and we'll show you where we're at. So it's done exactly what I want it to do. It's taken off most of the issues. There seems to be a lot right where the bone meets the bolsters there. There seems to be a bit of more heavy set there, but they've came out reasonably nice. Look at the back spring, and the liners definitely have come out all right. Now, I knew this was going to be an issue, this spot here. That is being a bit resilient, but I think what we'll do now, we'll get some emery paper on it, or sometimes people call it wet and dry. We'll just go to town on it with that. So the main reason for using this is I didn't want to scratch or mess up the covers. And this is quite low abrasive stuff, really. And then obviously I've not got me case paste. I've been using this. This is I ran out of case paste, and then the place I usually get it from didn't have it. But I was gonna try. I don't know if any of you guys have got one of these. I use this. It worked. This is what I use usually when I've done a bit of welding. Just tidies it up, gives it a bit of a polish, and you just attach it to a drill. So if it was going to be really stubborn, but again, you do something like that, you lose a bit of the control out of it, and you don't want to mess these beautiful covers up. Because I was a bit unsure about the colours, but I really am sort of digging this knife. I really do think it's good, and it really is a beautiful piece. Right, so I'm going to try a bit of wet and dry and just get rid of these real stubborn spots, and we'll see where we're at then. We'll give it a bit of a polish. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Right, let's have a look. So where are we? This was the biggest spot, and we've got it down to this now. So this is what it did look like, and this is what it looks like now. So I tried not to scratch this bolster up, but I feel like I might have caught it a bit. So we're going to give it a bit of a clean off, and then we'll get the polish on it, and we'll see where we're at. I'm a bit hesitant to really go at these parts here, right where the transition is, because I don't want to scratch or mess up the bone really. So we might have to live with them, we'll see. But I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. Like I say, I'll just give it a wash, and then we'll polish her up and give it her oil. But yeah, I think that's a lot better than what it was. So we're getting there. We're getting there with it. Right, see you in a minute. Right, so I've had a bit of a tidy up. I'm happy with where we're at now. So this is the finished product. I'll do some before and after, sure. So I'll show you it, and then I'll put the pictures on of what it did look like. As you can see, it looked worse than what it was, to be fair, but it did look bad. And then this is what we've got now. So we still got that slight mark there. I would say, all in all, I'll probably be messing around with it for about half an hour. So not a great deal of time. Probably that's cleaning and all the rest of it. Did a bit on the blades, just to give them a bit of it. Now, it was highly polished, and I probably could bring it back to a highly polished, but I sort of got this brush look going on, and I dig it, to be fair. I quite like it, so I've gotten rid of most of the stuff. So I've never worked with bone, so I'm sure most of us haven't. So I was a bit unsure, but it's quite a resilient thing, to be fair. And if you get the right grit, it don't really make much of a mark. But yeah, managed to get most of the parts out from the transitional areas. So that's came out quite nice. But yeah, really pleased with it. And this is going to be a user for me, and what a user. So thank you, Mike, for letting me have it at such a discounted price, and I'm really glad with how it's turned out. I suppose I just wanted to do this video because I'd shown it in its state, and then and also I've done it with all cheap as chips things. You don't need a workshop to mess around with these things a lot of the time. Just sort of improvise, I suppose. I mean, you didn't really need that erasure, but they're cheap anyway. You could have just gone straight to the wet and dry, and they're like a couple of quid, isn't there, for some of them? They're not an expensive product, really, is it? And you know, as long as you get your right grits and your bit of elbow grease, you're well away. So, but yeah, absolutely love this thing. And Queen, just, I mean, this, I think I said it was 2007. It's 2017, but the walking torque on it is so brilliant. They just really knew how to make a knife. And 1095, I love that steel, so it's going to patina up really nicely. I'll do a short when the slip comes for it. So, but I love this shield as well. I think it's a wide crest. But yeah, beautiful shield. I'm not too knowledgeable about shields, but I'll put some information up now if I can track down what I think it is. But this saw cut is just, it's my kind of saw cut. It's really fine. But yeah, really, really do like this knife. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Thanks for getting involved in the giveaway. So I usually let it run for a week. I don't think I actually stated that. I try and get as many people as I can involved in it, which is really bizarre. It's had a lot of views, but not many people have got involved. I think I've had more entries in some of my other giveaways and they've not had as many views. But like I say, it's international, so anybody can get involved. I've really been enjoying hearing where you're all based in the world. Some phenomenal places. But yeah, it's been brilliant. So stay tuned. Give me a bit of time. I'm not the most organised person in the world because I've got a job like most people on here have. I know some people are retired who do these channels, and some people work from home, but some of it, I think most of us, we've got jobs and children, all the rest of it. So just bear with me, but I will look after you, don't worry, for the winner. So, and I'm, like I said, I'm quite interested to see what you're going to pick, because that stuff really fascinates me. People's likes and dislikes in EDC and pocket knives and things like that. So yeah, really looking forward to what you're going to pick. So right. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Thank you.